Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. Now, personally, I think I'm tired of running, actually good status effect teams. Instead, I'm more curious about what's the worst possible Rupture team we can run. We're starting out with Talisman Bundle Standard Duty Battery so that we can make the Rupture Fusion Gift and Rapturing Trance. And I've assembled the team of what I think is the worst possible Rupture team that can still, in fact, trigger Talisman Bundle. There's a couple really obvious ideas for this. 7 Ryoshu has Rupture on her skill 1, and it's 2 Rupture, and that's it. Warp Honglu, 5 Rupture on his skill 3, that's it. Sloshmill has Rupture on all the skills, but only on Clash Lose, but if you just don't lose Clashes, her only Rupture Infliction is her skill 3. So she fits on this team fairly well. G-Corp Gregor is supposed to synergize the Rupture really well, but it's also, only... Yeah, it's only a skill 2. So, it's not the most notable one. And finally, Rabbit Heathcliff does have Rupture on his skill 3. It's easy to forget about. It is a fair bit of Rupture. We just need to... It's only on one skill, though. And here we go. This is our Rupture team. It's a very stupid bit, but it felt like a funny idea to me. We're just gonna see how, pointless the Rupture synergy is going to be. I'm curious just how it's gonna work. And there probably could have been, a worse team for this. Making sure I don't have any, Rupture support passes. I don't. Okay. I was fairly certain I didn't. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so we will be able to, Rupture with some things. And we also do have Standard Duty Battery, so enemies are going to get Rupture anyways. But they're not going to be able to build up Rupture. I made sure not to get any IDs that had any Rupture count. And the interesting thing about a bad Rupture team is that you actually have a lot of options, strangely enough. Because, there's 4 of the 12, base IDs have Rupture on them, because base Honglu, base, Sinclair, base Otis, and base Gregor all have Rupture in some degree. However, I didn't use any of them because, they've either got Rupture on, 2 skills or they've got a little bit of count, right? And I wanted to get as many ideas as possible to Rupture on only one skill, for the sake of this. I thought that would be funny. And yeah, we'll see just how much use we get out of Enrapturing Trance with a team like this. I think there's some other optimization that would have been good. If I had Sloshmail add up type 3 instead of 4, I'm fairly certain she wouldn't have a lot of those Clash Lose Rupture Inflictions. I don't know for sure, I didn't check. That probably would have been, a little bit better for the sake of the bit. It doesn't matter too much. We're not going to get the Dopo Road, but we can try. Okay, 50-50 with you. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. I'm not that concerned. It wouldn't help us very much. If at all. I think it probably requires you to have 3 Blade Lineage IDs to trigger. And Blade Lineage IDs don't have any Rupture. Okay, we should just grab, random stuff. I kind of want to change some skills around in a way that doesn't help us, right? Or that puts us further from the Rupture. So people who got Rupture on skill 1 or skill 2, I want to reduce how many of that skill they have. Sure, we'll take Golden Urn. Thunder Branch, it doesn't synergize with the team too much, so I'll pass on Thunder Branch. Downpour, now that's a good synergy. What a skill, meh. Yeast on skill. It's really tempting to sell the Rupture gifts and then just, fully commit to it, but no. We need to get the Fusion gift at least. Because this team can trigger it, and that's the funniest possible thing. I guess it's a way of showing, if you don't have, a good status effect team, you can always just throwing on some, random garbage ID that doesn't work with that status effect, solely just so you can trigger the Fusion gift, right? It's not that bad of an idea, just because the Fusion gifts are super good to have. If you need to run, a base Honglu or something in order to get a Fusion gift, fine. It's worth it. No. I think the idea for this run stemmed for me thinking about my friend who's just only recently beaten the game, and how he can't too easily run a status effect team, but then, you think about it a little more, and he actually can fairly easily, even if he's only got some, 2 stars that are great for it. Like, barring, like, some of the more rough status effects, notably Sinking and Burn don't really have the most stuff right now, especially if you're unlucky with certain pulls. But, like, there's Rupture on so much stuff, there's Bleed on so much stuff, there's Poise on so much stuff. Right? Even if you, don't have, like, a lot, I'm sure you can do something for a lot of teams. Because, I mean, if you're beating the game, you've gotten a lot of lunacy, you've probably done a lot of pulls, enough to do some random teams, right? Yeah. Funny, though, when I was first thinking through the idea, this was not the team I was expecting at all. I was assuming I'd just use, like, some, like, the base IDs, but no, these guys probably have worse Rupture overall, just because of how, you know, skill 3 dependent some of them are. Like, we're not inflicting any Rupture this turn with these skills. And I'll try and avoid, you know, the Rupture inflicting skills as much as possible as long as I'm thinking about it, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's already bad as is. And, like, the Rupture Fusion gift isn't even gonna, like, do very much for us. It'll make us inflict more Rupture per hit in general, which is, like, something, I guess. It's nothing too insane. And it'll make it so that Rupture potency can be substituted for Rupture count, but I think we just straight up can't stack enough Rupture no matter what for that to matter, right? Which is very funny. Yeah, we get stabbed a little bit, that's alright. It happens. Especially when we don't, you know, have a full team. But that's alright, it's worth it, so we didn't have to throw in another Rupture unit. I guess taking Downpour did give all the enemies more tremor, so we actually do inflict Rupture with, we do inflict Rupture with Ishmael a little bit more often than I'd like to. Because I'm pretty sure the Rupture she inflicts is only on Tremor Bursts. If I'm not mistaken. It could have been a funny bit, you know, not take Downpour, but I figured it's not a Rupture gift at all, we might as well take it. And that's fine, we need to not use Ishmael's skill 3 as much, although it will win clashes, and we kind of want her to win clashes so that she doesn't inflict Rupture and Clash lose. That's fine, the return is Vito. Just this random guy left, and we should have fielded. Beat him up. Yeah. And we hit him with that energy cycle, yeah. And down it goes, okay. Cool stuff. I haven't actually, like, gone through the team building process for the other worst statistic teams. It might be a bit I commit to them for more than one episode, though. Because I'm sure there's some pretty bad, you know, IDs for stuff out there. There's some pretty bad, like, bleed IDs. Some IDs that only have, like, a little bit of bleed for, like, no reason. Definitely a viable strategy, I think. I was pondering there for a second because I was thinking whether or not I wanted to take Jun for the bit. But we probably shouldn't. Don't really want to lose someone because then the entire idea of the run goes down the drain just like that. Don't really have any like great substitutes for these guys. Although I could if I go to a shop, I'm sure. But that wasn't so good. What makes you say that? Come on, it was fine. You're trying to say this build isn't working wonders, Gregor? I think it is. I think it is. I think it's quite swell, in fact. That's how I'd put it. Sure. Okay. We do have a fair bit of Gluttony, which is the way you can tell this is a Rupture-ish team, since, you know, Rupture is the one that goes with Gluttony primarily, but we don't really have any benefits for Gluttony on this team, I don't think. I made sure not to bring, like, Talismans to nuclear for the passive or something. Would have been funny if I did, but that would have been Rupture, so not my style. My style is, you know, to have Rupture, but to not use it, yeah? And, like, we also do have egos we would inflict for decent Rupture, notably Dimension Shredder. Some other egos have some Rupture that we have, but, like, nothing too special beyond Dimension Shredder. Hilt, sure. You got this, guaranteed. Allies gain slash up. Sure. It's something. I mean, we've got some slash here, skill 3, which we don't want to use, your skill 1 and your skill 2, which we don't want to use. And your skill 2 and skill 3, which are the skills you actually want to use. Okay. So 7 Ryoshu is the one who gets the benefit the most here. Because we want to prioritize our skill 2 and skill 3 because they don't have Rupture. Although our skill 1 is only 2 Rupture, so it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, Swatch does a lot though, that's for sure. Good stuff. 7 Ryoshu is like a really solid 2-star, so it's nice to have her. No Rupture needed this turn. Excellent. Exquisite, if you will. Just go through and tear these guys into smithereens. Yeah, shoot that guy too. That's close to tearing the smithereens. Don't deploy Charge Barrier. That's Rupture. Ugh. And we gotta go for some slashes, which are not a slash attack, but they are a Rupture attack, so that's fine. Who knows? They might all be dead by that point. I don't know. There's still quite a few of them standing. Yeah, all dead. Okay. No Rupture needed. And now we get to fuse the Enrapturing Trance, so our Rupture output's going to be significantly better. There we go. So when 5 or more identities have attack skills that apply Rupture Potency or Count, and we do have that. When hitting any with the skill, inflict 5 Rupture Potency. When count drops below 1, consume 10 Potency instead of Rupture Count. Well, that doesn't really help us now, does it? Oh, we can upgrade Downpour if we want to for the bit. Sure thing. Why not? It's cool how like they changed like some of the fusion gifts like lately, so allies, people who've got like count but not potency, for example, still get the benefit because you recently had to have like potency until recently. That was like the change they made with this update. But like I think it's a missed opportunity that Tremor Burst doesn't count as unique Tremor, right? Like I know that sounds a bit strange, but like there's quite a few attacks that are Tremor Burst but not Tremor, but like you might be wondering, there's surely not an idea with a Tremor Burst but no Tremor like actually inflicted, right? But there is. And it's super easy to forget this, but Suncliff does have a Tremor Burst. If they made it so Tremor Burst counted as unique Tremor, or at least counted towards stat effect in some degree, then you could actually get a Tremor Rupture hybrid team going. It's like the only thing standing in the way of that idea, funnily enough. Sure, just remember that guy. Good. Because there's 4 IDs in total, but across 3 centers, since you've got Rose Spanner Gregor, you've got LCCB Ryoshu, and Ishmael's got both LCCB and Sloshmail, so that's 3. If we just had a 4th Tremor Rupture hybrid, we could do it. But oh well. Who knows? Because the thing is, you need 4 of the hybrids, and then 1 Tremor, and then 1 Rupture, and then you'd have the team set up. This guy just keeps on countering. What is your issue? Yeah, just deploy Charge Barrier that guy. He's got that slash vigilante. Just kill him. Everyone else will just attack the counter guy. Like, Ryoshu will get countered. I assume she resists slash. She does. She's weak to loss. Oh no, that wasn't her. No, she resists loss. That's what I thought. I was confused for a second. Yeah, our attacks will get some kills here. That's for sure. Might not need to shoot this guy, but I didn't really... Okay, no, we did need to do a little bit more damage. Just wanted to do shoot, because I didn't really want Rabbit Heathcliff to be the one countered with, you know, his 3-coin skill. Okay, and you're staggered. Thanks to, you know, that your stagger bar being brought so much up by the random downpour we have for some reason. We should just be able to do good damage this turn. There we go. That's a victory. They didn't stand a chance. I think Downpour did a significant chunk of the work for us, but that's good. Big painkiller. Why not? Some people want to get staggered here, especially since we are down a person, so we're going to take one-sided attacks on occasion. We'll take a risky slash encounter. It's not Jun because it's not an event 1. It's just going to be like Kanto 2 guys or something random. Or Kanto 1 guys, yeah. I never expect the Kanto 1 guys in slash nodes because I always forget about them, but they sure do show up. Sure. Deploy Third Spear is a Rupture skill. We get the Gluttony Resonance, we know. More damage, it does a lot, yeah. Good stuff. Attack was effective, you should try again. Thank you, Malkuth. We'll keep that in mind. And Announcer next week, that's gonna be fun. I've seen all our lines already, because, you know, they have that kind of thing, you know. Just, it's on the internet. I don't know why I phrased that in, like, the sketchiest way possible. But I just saw someone post, like, the compilation of all the lines. And that's how I know. I don't know why I act like I, like, got them from, like, the black market or something. Like, oh yeah, if you know what website to check, you can find, you know, the Angela voice lines. Some sort of, like, alleyway, like, announcer dealer. Yeah, you don't want to pay that money to get the Angela announcer up front? Well, I'll tell you all of her lines if you pay me a special fee up front. That sort of deal. Where are the Angela after time? I could have just purchased it. I figured I don't really need the ticket that instantly like superpowers an identity. Cause like I've already got every identity at max up high. And like sure I could get it for the future, but like it kinda feels like overkill. I don't know, one day when we get up by 5, I'm sure it'll be good to have just instantly up by 5 and a good identity or something, but God, I'm not looking forward to up by 5, but that's gonna be soon, isn't it? Wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being this season. They might do it every other season. Maybe they'll do it like yearly. Maybe it'll be like beginning, endish. Sometime this summer. Maybe. Might be before that though. I don't know, but I'm so close to getting every ego at Threadspin 4 that it's gonna be a shame if I don't get there in time. And I don't really think I'm going to. My grind has slowed down significantly, but it's because I don't have the modules to maintain the grind, right? Good. Faith. Oh, I love Faith. I really like to change the skills of someone who could actually benefit from changing the skills. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Merso and Rodion were my only options there, it seems. I guess that's a no. Okay, cool. Sure. Oh. My headphones are being weird. Okay, that's fine. They cut out for a second. You got this though, I'm sure. You don't have this, darn. It was a 50-50, so you really didn't have it, but I believed in you, and for what? Kill these guys. The usual. Yeah, eat their like limbs and whatever you do, Gregor. Yeah. Let's go. Ooh, we love that tremor burst from Downpour. Oh yeah, because it's not plus, it's doubled, right? Yeah. Very funny effect. I gotta do like a funny tremor run here in pretty hard soon. I haven't done it yet because there's just been too many other things to do, right? Next week I'm gonna do Burn, of course, because you know the new leeway. Oh yeah, I didn't bring those up. Yesterday's video was recorded when the update came out, so I really couldn't comment on it because the time it was recorded before the announcement. I was not expecting the announcement to come Thursday morning because it's usually Friday mornings. A little bit of a switch up, I guess. Nothing happened this morning either, so like They just felt like releasing it early, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a good idea not to get, like, too used to your patterns. Like, maybe that's Project Moon telling us, like, expect, anything. Don't get too, comfortable with, like, a set pattern. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. They look cool. I'm glad to get more burn. It means we're at 6 Leo IDs. We'll have to see exactly how that turns out, because they direly need a new burn, faction. I don't know. I think they should have just committed to the bit and made, like, them Hamam Bang Bang employees or something, right? Like, as stupid as an idea as that is, it would be funny, right? If we got Hamam Bang Bang identities. Since we know they're important in the city, they're probably good at fighting. They're probably burn or something. But, they're cooks. Although I do know in the city, cooks usually focus on bleed, but that's because it's usually cannibals. Hamam Bang Bang is probably not cannibalism. I guess we don't know for sure, so maybe I shouldn't speak. But, it's based on a real place, so I think it would be a little strange if you based, a Hamam Bang Bang in the universe on the real one of them. We're like, yeah, they eat people. Like, is that your way of, trying to confide in us, Project Moon? What are those delectable sandwiches made of in your cafe? I think it would probably be burn and not bleed. I don't know. Could still be bleed and not cannibalistic though, right? Associating bleed and cannibalism is a little bit of like a stretch. Like the one SpongeBob gift, like the star plus sponge equals whatever. Oh, there's the stagger. Cool. That's fine. I mean, we should be fine. We'll just have to kill some guys to make up for it. As you do. I don't even know if we can kill these guys very well this turn. Yeah. At least Ryushi gets that, healing and protection and from the, what's its face? The painkillers. That'll be nice at least. Yeah, more Tremor Bursts. Not that it really matters too much. Oh, you got staggered again. Cool. Or are you still staggered? You probably just are still staggered from the first time, because downpour might be weird. I don't think so. I don't know, though. We'll try that. Looks good. Get that 2 Rupture off. Let's go. It's 7 technically because of the, Enrapturing Trance, but it's only actually 2. Every attack's gonna do, like, a little bit more damage because of, like, the innate Rupture increased, like application. That's fine. Eat this guy though. Still alive. You made a crucial lapse in judgment, Gregsy. You were supposed to kill that guy, and you didn't. That's rude. Really hoping you kill that guy. That's alright though. There they all die this turn. They're all low enough and we've got decent enough attacks that it shouldn't really be too big of an issue either way. Yeah. There we go. Now boss time, what was it? And then check its weaknesses beforehand. Okay, so the Nolan will cry. Alright, that's fine. He actually is gonna like Rupture on us. Not a lot, but his Rupture is stronger than ours simply because he's probably got at least a little bit of Rupture count, I'd assume. Yeah. That is fine. You need to go for some of these actually Rupture inflicting attacks. They don't do too much. Yeah. It's worth it. Just so we can actually win clashes, because that's kind of important. Nice. And then quick suppression too. It'll do a lot of damage. At least a fair bit, I guess. Like, insane, but it's good. And downpour means you're just gonna keep on building up and up more tremor. You'll get staggered sooner or later, sort of deal. Great, looks good. Kind of going all in the body this turn, but that's kind of because ideally we don't stagger the arm this turn. We probably will anyways, just because of how it goes, but if we wait and stagger the arm next turn, then it just won't be able to do anything in the So That No One Will Cry turn. However, the arm is very staggerable, especially with that tremor. Wouldn't be shocked. I am getting that swash down. So, yeah, it's getting staggered here, but it'll have the 50% increased slash damage taken next turn, so we should be able to do some decent damage to it, hopefully. And then we gotta deliver some talismans. Probably you do, yeah. Looks like it. Yeah. Do that, and then you guys are on clashing duty. If you can. Yeah, I mean, they can. Might not be the best possible, clashing, but that's fine. Oh, we lose the clash, so we inflicted Rupture. What a shame. Darn. Run over. Okay, we got this though, yeah. Look at that. And the body's close to being staggered by the downpour. We'll gather the talismans and return them. You got this. Excellent. Yeah, now you're at 13, so you're not going to really do too much here, I don't think. Wash. Burning. Concentrated fire. First slasher. Let you guys do that. Okay, looks good. Seems fairly solid. We got enough talismans on him that he's not doing very much this turn. Not that it's usually too hard, but there's always the chance you fail that. Like, you get like a 5% and fail that. Like that. There's the check. And, a little rough when that happens. Then he doesn't really get the talismans. The check also only happens, I believe, the first loop. Like, if you don't kill him soon enough, you'll just have to just rely entirely on the talismans you build up on your centers. Which can be a little rough sometimes, but it's not that big of a deal. I assume the body might just get staggered by the tremor this turn. It's roughly about that time, I think. Not yet. Close. Kinda want to go all in on the body then. Just, you know, for the sake of it, right? Funny. Okay. Yeah, okay. Should probably be able to take it down. I got some decent attacks coming its way. These slashers are blunt, so he's weak to it. You know, the corrosive splash is blunt, so he's weak to it. And, you know, staggered means that Heathcliff can pretty easily finish the job, yeah. Very solid. We can take that melted eyeball, sure. Synergize with downpour more. What better thing to do in a Rupture run than to focus on the non-Rupture stuff? Well, yeah, that is the bit of the run, so yeah, you'd think so. But look at that! I haven't seen that yet. It's so good. Like, them finally adding a rest off the final floor of Mirror Dungeon 3 normal. God. It's such a huge deal to me, because I run Mirror Dungeon 3 normal a lot, but it's just super solid. It makes a lot of things more consistent, especially if you want to get random fusion gifts and runs where you don't start with them. Because without, you know, a third rest stop, it's nearly impossible to actually get the fusion gift unless you start with the things. Because you need to get the tier 3 before the end of floor 3. And tier 3 EU gifts, like, are almost exclusively on floor, like, 4. Right? Super good change to see. Very, very happy about this change. That's for sure. So we're given the choice between Fairy, Gentleman, and Kim. And it's kind of hard to pick. I guess I'll, like, think about it. Because, like, honestly, with a team like this, Kim might just decimate us unless we spam egos, and I'd really rather not spam egos. And we are running Slosh Mill, so Fairy Gentleman is funny for the sake of that bit. But, like, the fact Kim might just absolutely destroy us would be really funny. What better way to run a bad end of bad Tremor run than to just explode, right? I'll probably go for Kim, yeah. I've convinced myself. It'd be funnier. Win or lose, you know, we'll give him a shot, right? And, like, I'm probably worrying too much. Kim is not that hard, usually. Especially when you've got, like, egos and stuff. Like, if we need to, we can pull out, like, you know, like, the Blind Obsession or something. It's only bad for people who, you know, don't have everything, I guess. Sounds like a flex, but it's also a bit of a cry for help. I play this game too much, eh?
정리 작업 시작합니다.
More Canfield 1 Fiend. We take one-sided attacks, of course. On Ryoshu, so she got staggered, which is a little rough because she gets hit by another attack now, and she's taking a fair bit of damage because of that. And now, because she's the first in line, we're down 3 skill slots this turn, effectively. Luckily, one of them isn't doing anything, but hopefully we'll be fine. Yeah, there's the one-sided. We didn't get anyone staggered, at least, so that's fine.
이상 승객을 정리합니다. 날 뛰어보라고. 적확한 한압이었어.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
공격 능력 평가. 양호.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
Yeah. I was kind of staring out into space for a second there. I'm back though. Yeah, there's only 3 left. The only one that isn't staggered isn't doing anything here. They're low morale. They're, you know, scared of our power, I guess, as they should be, as we just rupture them to death with, you know, that nice rupture infliction we've got on a team like this. And down it goes. Just barely. The Rupture actually killed that guy. He only did 11 damage to the actual attack. That extra 5 damage that was needed for the kill was from the Rupture, from Enrapturing Trance. Slosh Mill moment, am I right? Can anyone do this? I think Slosh Mill can do this, right? Yeah, okay. That's one of the few things she's good at. Good Gluttony Wrath advantage. And some of our other people had, like, decent chances. Not the highest, but it was at least, you know, better than neutral. Which is a lot to say against Broken Wings. It's kind of hard to pass the check a lot of the times. And I really should think it through more often before I actually commit to it. Because losing 20 sanity on everyone is a little rough, especially on the final floor. And usually Broken Wings only shows up on the final floor. Right. We love those staggers. Ooh. A little bit of a rough thing to not be able to clash against. You should be fine. Luckily, Gregor at speed, so he'll land his attack before that happens. Although I don't think it doesn't seem like he's gonna do enough damage to stagger in time, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. You take the lenticular scatter. You probably. I mean, I assume you've got like a domain equipped. Yeah, so you are weak to Wrath, so it was a little bit iffy, but that's fine. You resist the slash. Don't know if you actually resist slash or if it's a 0.9, because I forget. I didn't look at it that hard. But, you resist at least somewhat. But I guess he probably resists Pierce because he's a G-Corp guy, but it's 0.9 slash because of Starlight rewards, yeah. It's at least a partial resistance. No need to, you know, nitpick the details, right? Well, we get this Pierce power. Yippee. We get that shock. Can't do anything great for Heathcliff. Can't do anything for Hongwu. People with their skill 3s are the ones we want to change. We can't really change their skill 3s, can we? We can get the Bell of Truth. You just sell and Rapture and Trance. Tempting, tempting. Oh no, we'll refresh again. One last time. Gregor, get rid of skill 2. Excellent. And for safety, we'll sell the stuff that doesn't really matter at this point. At least these two. Be able to upgrade some things. Notably, I'll be able to upgrade the Bell to fully commit to the Tremor bit. And also Voodoo Doll, because why not, I guess. And Campfire we go. How well our odds look, right? It shouldn't be too bad.
걱정 마시오.
Oh yeah, we can get that slash fragility on you immediately, that's nice.
생명은 어떻게라도
But, you know, that quick suppression turn 1 is also fairly nice. Do a lot of damage this turn. Dominating. Dominating. Can you even flash anything? No, you cannot. Alright then. I need to be a little careful with this then. Yeah. Oh, cool that we've actually gotten Jack of all 3 damage types with the blunt, pierce, slash. Nice to see. Put some bleed count on him. Fine. Will he? What's the other attack going for? Yeah. Not great. We'll try something like that then. Throw on like a cursive splash for, you know, the tremor maybe? Or probably just do the turning then, yeah. Good thing. Well, we do manage to get 5 slash for agility on you next turn because 7 Ryoshi's stupid. We do love to see that. Don't think I have either of the red eyes on her right now though, because I usually don't. I usually use the other ones, so we can't, you know, do like a full funny combo. But we can probably like steal 2 or something next turn, right? Oh. That's unfortunate. It was only a favorite, so that makes sense. And it's also a negative point, so the game just lies to us either way. Yeah, we're doing fairly well here. We should be fine. A little bit of bleed count, but it's only count, no potency, so we're still fine there. Yeah, we can double slash, or double upper slash. Should do fairly well, if I had to make a prediction. Got any more funny slash skills, which we really don't, Yeah, no, we don't have either red eye. As expected, really, but still a little unfortunate. Okay. Should go well. We might get a random 5% or something on Ryoshu, which would be unfortunate. Would be real unfortunate, but we're not going to. Nice. And we do a lot of damage because it deals more damage or gets more power or whatever it is against any of the slash fragility. This guy has slash fragility. Unfortunately, those 3 attacks are only slash attacks this turn because we didn't bother going for like a slash ego or something. Although we definitely could have. But like, I forgot to mention Shredder, and that might have been the only slash ego that isn't on the people who are already going for slash attacks. Oh, there's the stagger. That's nice. Yeah, the downpour is a little silly.
처리해볼까요? 인도적인 조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
I see what we did. That's unfortunate. Yeah, should not have gone for the skill 3 with Ishmael, but because due to that he ran out of tremor entirely because it's a it's like a 4 tremor countdown on burst, which is awful. 4 or 5, something like that. Like genuinely one of the worst tremor bursts in the game for that. At least it inflicts 5 rupture. Okay, I don't think you're gonna get into Blade Dance territory just yet, but yeah, you're in counter territory. You're gonna take the counter here. See, that's a good clash at least. Okay, don't really want to lose the connection to the Paralyzer. Might just land of Illusion it then for safety. It's not gonna do a lot of damage, but that's fine. I'm not trying to do damage, right? Although I do think going for the sinking EU isn't the best thing. It's only 5 sinking, but that still is a sanity loss for lost the upper slash. That's unfortunate. There's the 5% I always worry so much about. Well, win the clash with Swash, you get 5 slash fragility next turn. Could be fairly nice for us. You get low enough to start Blade Dancing though, or are you gonna still go through with your Flaming of Bones? I know he claims bone either ways. Even the Blade Dance like phase, he still does claim bones, but it's a different kind. It's, you know, the single target heal self claim bones, which also is a little bit rough. But we'll see. We've got egos. His sanity is a little lower than I'd like, unfortunately. How's that tremor looking though? It's looking decent. Okay, yeah, he's doing the target fixed one. Heal HP equal to growing resentment on kill. Do not want to let that happen. Can we fourth match flame that? We've got paralysis. Oh no. Okay, well, let's try this then. Right? Like, if I do something like this, this should work, correct? Then you get countered though. We need to get rid of the paralysis if we want to have any chance of winning the clash. Actually, what if we try corroding fourth match flame? What does it target? Will it target correctly with either of these? That's like the next logical option. Okay, there we go. That works. Unfortunately, she's gonna roll heads after the. What's the roll on this? What is it? I should just pull it up here. Can't check there too easily. We're due minus 22, so it's gonna roll 20 back the first one. It's only 1 paralysis, so the tail is only gonna happen the first time. And it's still a 29 minus 5, you're at neutral sanity, so then we lose either way there. So we do need to just run with this, unfortunately. Is the 1 paralysis we got for losing that 5% last turn is going to kill Ryoshu, I think. Which really isn't great. I'm trying to think if there's a good way to work around this. I don't know if there is. Yeah, none of these have better base rolls, so even the paralysis isn't great. What if we have you just, like, try going out with a bang, right? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea either, right? Play charge berry, this will do a lot for us. History, that'll do decently. Shade fire, that'll do decently. It's like that we don't need to worry about, right? All not looking great though. Will Blade Dance just kill us? No, but it's going to stagger us no matter what, correct? Yes. Okay, here's my plan then. I'm gonna try and get Ryoshu killed so that she doesn't die to the Claim Their Bones, because that is gonna be a stupid amount of healing. I think that'll work decently, right? Yes. Maybe. Maybe not? It's still down to the tech. I'm rolling with this. It might be a bad idea, but I don't think she can win the clash because of the 1 paralysis. Otherwise, she could have easily won it with 4th match flame, but no. That 1 paralysis ruined everything. We'll be able to do good damage this turn, if nothing else. You'll get countered and potentially die. Hopefully die, really. Yeah, okay. That's good. As long as you didn't kill with the Claim Their Bones, we're not too concerned, because killing with Claim Their Bones would have healed him by a little bit of HP. Yeah, you get countered too. I think we just stagger him anyways here. I think I might have overthought that a little too much when we could have just gone Unga Bunga and staggered him. Yeah. I just did not want that healing to go through. And I was hoping there'd be an easier solution rather than just let Ryoshu die, but there we go, he died. All thanks to the power of Rupture.
그래, 이것이
Indeed, this was... Ha! It sure was. I don't remember what that stands for. I don't even know if we know for sure. It's probably obvious. I'm really bad at the acronyms. Let me get a nice 120 scabbards. Not that it does anything. Still nice to have. And, give me my... There's nothing claim there. Give me my 9 boxes, and let me do my extractions. Yeah. Running low on paid lunacy, but that's fine. I'll just buy more soon, probably. Assuming I remember. I've still got a couple more days. Right. See if we get anything special here. Any, 50 shard bundles. Which is, basically all 3 stars for me, huh? No, 9 shard kind of day. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, that's, the worst possible Rupture team concoctable. Probably. Now, I say worse, I mean worse on the side of how much Rupture we do, because you can get worse by using base IDs just because they are weaker. Like, we ran Gravity. It's not a bad team, but it's a really bad Rupture team, right? That's what I was going for, I think. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!